My dear, you were the dream I feared would haunt me forever. And now you've returned. You came back, and with you, every wound I swore I'd forgotten reopened. It's funny how fate forces you to meet the one person you swore you'd never see again. I would have chosen death over this moment. Yet here you stand, resurrecting every painful memory. How is it that love can be a ghost, and you, its echo, came back to haunt me? You're the one I said I'd never see again. Yet somehow, here we are, tangled in fate. Every time I see you, I realize why I swore to never meet you again. I wished you'd never return, but now that you have, I'm drowning in everything I feared. You were a chapter I closed, but life didn't care. It reopened it with a vengeance. I thought meeting you again would be a curse, but I never expected it to destroy me. You were the love I couldn't forget, even when I begged my heart to let you go. If I had to die to forget you, I would have, but instead, you returned to remind me. The pain of seeing you again is a reminder of why I walked away in the first place. You're the dream I didn't want to relive, yet here you are, making it my reality. I told myself I'd rather never breathe again than meet you, and yet, here you are. You were a curse I thought I escaped, only to find it's still haunting me. They say time heals all, but meeting you again proves that some wounds never close. You were the one I couldn't move on from, and now you've come back to prove it. You should have been the ghost of my past, but somehow you're the present I never wanted. The love I swore I could never return to has found its way back, breaking me anew. I prayed for peace, yet your return shattered the silence I had learned to embrace. You returned not as a lover, but as a haunting reminder of everything I tried to forget. I thought I could outrun you, but you've become the shadow that follows me everywhere. You were a scar I wanted to heal, but somehow you've reopened it all over again. Every corner of my soul screamed for you to stay away, but you didn't listen. I never wanted this again, yet here you are, reminding me why I left. The moment I swore I'd forget you is the moment you decided to return. You were the darkness I feared, yet here you are, bringing back all my regrets. You're the one person I vowed to never see again, but somehow fate made it happen. Every day I wished for peace, yet your return is the storm I never saw coming. I asked for the past to stay buried, but you dug it up with your eyes. It's strange how life gives you exactly what you fear, just when you think you've escaped. I swore I'd never let you in again, but fate had a different plan for my heart. You came back not to heal, but to reopen the wounds I buried in the past. Every part of me fought to forget you, yet somehow, here you are. You were my regret, and now you're my present nightmare. I tried to kill the love we shared, but it seems it never truly died. You came back like a haunting melody, one I couldn't escape, no matter how hard I tried. I begged the universe to let you stay out of my life, yet here you are. You're the one I didn't want to see again, yet you return with every broken promise. I thought you were my past, but now you're my living nightmare. I swore I wouldn't let you hurt me again, but here we are, reliving the same pain. You came back, but you didn't bring peace, only chaos I wasn't ready for. I would rather have died than meet you again, yet here I am, living this pain. You came back to show me that even time can't erase the scars you left behind. You're the ghost I never wanted to face again, but somehow you're here, haunting me. I thought I'd forgotten you, but your return proved that some loves never die. The past is a shadow I can't outrun, especially when you keep appearing in it. You're the mistake I swore to forget, yet I can't escape the consequences of loving you. You returned, not to heal, but to reopen all the wounds I'd buried so deep. You're the one I thought I'd never see again, but fate always has its own agenda. I tried to leave you behind, but your presence is like a scar that won't fade. Every moment I spent running from you now feels like a lifetime wasted. You were the person I'd hoped never to meet again, and now you're the ghost of my regret. I swore I'd never face you again, but here I am, reliving everything I tried to escape. You came back to prove that I can't escape the love we once shared. Even if I had to die, I never wanted to meet you again, but here you are. You were the one I thought I'd never see again, but somehow fate brought you back. You returned not to heal, but to remind me of the love I can never forget. I never wanted to face you again, yet here you are, shattering everything I've rebuilt. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.